I am so excited. I've woken up this morning and I've looked in and checked the Ootheca, and they've hatched. If you've not seen the previous videos, they are the giant African mantis. Oh wow, there's so many. Right, so that's going to be keeping me busy today. Yeah, wow. Right, so I'm going to try and separate as many of them as I can. I'm thinking it might be a bit of a nightmare because they're all clustering up there on the underside of the mesh, and they look pretty sprightly and fast. Yeah, so I'm going to put them in these. I know a lot of people use the polystyrene ones, but I want to be able to see them and how they're doing easily. I'm going to put some mesh over the top, just with an elastic band around. I'm glad that I started the fruit fly culture already, but I wish I'd started it at least a week earlier, to be honest, to really get the culture huge. I'm hoping, I've got a Pseudoxiops female and quite a few matured males, and I'm hoping that she'll mature in time before the males die, so that she'll lay some Oothecas. But yeah, I'm made up. I mean, this Ootheca I bought of somebody else. It's one of those, it was not really cheap, and you're thinking, oh, will it hatch? You know, I've never kept an Ootheca before, but they all have hatched. Woohoo! Made up. I'm thinking I don't want to deplete my fruit fly culture of the flies, but I can easily attract flying fruit flies. It might be a pain, but that might be what I'll have to do. I thought I had more time, to be honest. Because when I looked online how long it would take for the Ootheca to hatch, the time seemed very variable, but I've been keeping these at about 26-27 degrees, so it's not taken long at all. Anyway, best get on with it. Separate them. I can feed a lot of them with the flightless flies, but I mean, they should have laid quite a lot of larvae in that substrate I made by now, but yeah, I don't want to use up every last one. Right, stop staring at them. Go and get on with it. Do you ever wish you'd prepared earlier? Oh man, I'm just putting, I've dampened a bit of kitchen towel and put it in the bottom of each one. I did spray each one, but it's dry. I'm taking that long, it's drying up, so I'll have to probably just give them a quick little misting again before I put each nymph in. I'm just putting raffia in to each one, just so they've got something to easily climb and hang from to shed the skins. To save myself some time, I've used some of my spiderling pots, probably only for a couple of days though, because mantis do like a lot of ventilation, and although they've got ventilation holes, it's not enough for my liking. Right, I've done enough to rehouse 117. Like I said, I've no idea how many nymphs there are, but from dealing with moth larvae, it's always more than you think. I think I'm going to have a brew first, because I think once I take the top off and they're all climbing out, it's going to be hard to put the top back on. So I've boiled the kettle twice and still not had my brew, so I'm going to do that and get on with it. Right, here goes. It took me a while to sort out my elastic bands as well. They were slightly too big, so I've had to snip them and re-knot them. I'm going to start with, I've got a few of the tubs that my nymphs originally came in, that I started with. So I've only got about 3, I don't know where the rest went. I had quite a few, but... Right, this could go horribly or not as bad as I thought, so I think I'm just going to uncover some of this. Oh, they flick off the top quite easily, as I've just found. I'm going to see if they'll climb up onto a piece of raffia, and then I can just pop them in each tub. I'm going to try and work as fast as I can, so they're not escaping all over the place. That's all that. I'm not going to feed them at this moment in time, because I don't want to be keeping an eye on escapees. Yeah, I don't want to be keeping an eye on that and taking longer, so I'm just going to rehouse as many as I can and then deal with feeding them later. I know it'll take me longer because I'll have to take all the tops back off. But there you go. I think I'm finding that some are a bit scaredy cats. They don't want to climb up onto the raffia. I find that with feeding them, some will throw themselves about like they're frightened of the prey item, whereas others will just readily take things, a bit more brave. Right, so I'm gonna stop the video, because obviously I've not got like a fast forward thing, so I'll just stop it and then show you when I'm done. Right, we're a couple of hours later. I've done most of them for the tubs that I had. I needed some more cloth to cover those 10 over there, but I have used hot chocolate tubs that I don't like using because they're a bit too big for a small nymph and they may struggle to catch the prey, so they're just temporary. The cloth that I used on those ones is just muslin cloth. It's used for a variety of things. So that's 127. I'll have rehoused it once I've done those 10 there. And there's still at least 80 nymphs left in here. Yeah, so that's good. A few of them, if she still wants them. Sister's privileges. A few of them will be going to Heidi. I'll get them to L2 for you, Heidi, and get you a fruit fly culture going first. I'll not give you too many to go with. I know you've got a lot on with Paul. That's if you still want them. I know that you said you want this specific species. Just let me know anyway. Right, so they're all done. I'm going to feed them shortly. I've got to take the lad down to the library, so I'll see to them when I come back. Besides everything else I need to catch up on for today. Right, so I've fed a few of them. I've not fed all of them. There's only one or two that I've seen actually taking the prey. So I'll feed the rest of them in the morning. Yeah, so the Ootheca had been laid on the 2nd of February, I believe, and what date is it today? 11th of March. So what's that, about 6 or 7 weeks? Which, you know, some websites said they can hatch in that time, but some were saying like 3 months. But at least I'll know for next time, and at least I've got these tubs prepared for next time. If it goes well, raising all these, there is a species that I really want, the Idolatella diabolica, and maybe an orchid mantis. But we'll see how these go first. Thanks for watching.